that shows kasi, sir, may poverty talaga, no? Poverty ang nagtulak sa kanila para ibenta yung kidney nila. Poverty. Yun ang dapat i-address talaga natin sa ating nation. That we can also fight poverty. Ang pagbebenta kasi, hindi pa ma-remember nyo noon yung dugo, di ba? Binibenta yan noon. Bawal na. Bakit na ibawal naman yan noon? Talagang voluntary na ngayon ang blood donation. Pero yung talaga pagbebenta ng kidney, poverty po talaga ang nagtulak sa kanila. How do you stand?
I think ang number one dun is nangyayari to dahil kulang na tayo ng organs, in which ang pinaka number one dun is disease donor organ donation talagang dapat nasagot doon. Marami po kasi mga apprehensive pa regarding this, so I think it will help a lot kung tayong mga nasa media, kumbaga i-spread natin yung mga, I think the benefit of being an organ donor.
Ay ang leader ng trafficking group na ito kasi parang hindi maganda ang tunog about NTTI. Kinokorek na po namin sa inyo with our advisory yesterday, and now po sinabi, he is an employee, he is a staff nurse of NTTI, but he is not po a head nurse. And we are doing naman po our investigations also on that. And aware po yung si Sir Allen Legaya that all of these investigations are now ongoing. In fact, we want him na to go himself to NBI so he can so he can clear his name, he can clear everything kasi sinabi naman niya po sa amin na wala po siyang kinalaman doon, so dapat sana kusa siyang pumunta doon para maipaliwanag niya lahat at wala po talaga siyang kinalaman doon. So we have been trying to persuade him na gano'n ang gawin niya.
Binigyan niyo po ba siya ng advice na kailangan po
Binigyan namin ng advice din na siya mismo ang magpa-interview para to clear his name.
Huwag magtago man.
Huwag magtago. Hindi naman siya nagtatago.
They help him also, ma'am.
Yeah, in a way, maybe. Despite all these layers na nag-i-stricto tayo sa ating mga, lalo na sa living donation, no? Ang isa namin siyempre naisip din, kailangan na talagang ma-strengthen namin ang deceased organ donation. Kasi yun lang talaga ang solution para magkaroon ng donor, itong iba nating pasyente, na hindi na sila naghahanap sa kanilang kamag-anak o sa mga kaibigan, o ito, napupunta tuloy sila sa mga bilihan, ano? So, strengthen natin ang ating deceased organ donation. Ngayon, hinihingi din namin ng tulong ang ating mga kasamahan dito na sa media, na ang advocacy po natin sa deceased organ donation ay nandyan po at pumupunta-punta kami sa iba-ibang mga ospital at sa mga iba-ibang region pa sa probinsya. Kasi yun lamang ang solution natin para to answer the need for the organs, yung deceased organ donation.
Ma'am,
Ayun po, going back po dun sa discussion kung gaano ka-tedious yung process. No?
Saklaw.
Specific.
Siya po ay naka-assign sa ambulatory endoscopy and urology unit. Wala po talagang kinalaman niya sa transplant.
So you explain what that unit is?
Yeah.
Opo. Yung unit na yan, marami po mga procedures na ginagawa. Yung po mga endoscopy dyan ginagawa, gastroscopy, colonoscopy, yung shockwave, dyan po ginagawa, lithotripsy, yan po yun. So, malayo po yun doon sa transplant na pinag-uusapan ngayon.
Mapabalikan ko lang yung process. So, you were already saying, if I need a transplant, ano ba yung muna kong pupuntahan?
The National Kidney and Transplant Institute. So this would be the presentation as regards the issue that was released by the NBI yesterday regarding the alleged leader ng human trafficking activity. One of the head nurse, or rather nurse, from the National Kidney and Transplant Institute. So we have here today Dr. Rosemary Lequete, our Executive Director, Dr. Romina A. Dangilan, Deputy Executive Director for Medical Services, Dr. Concesa Casasola, our Deputy Executive Director for Education, Training, and Research Services, and Dr. Yelisa M. Herial, our Deputy Executive Director for Nursing Services. So, welcome to our media friends. We will be officially opening our press meeting.
Meron po kayong dapat isasubmit po sa aming home office who assist the donors and recipients to prove your relationship. So kung first cousin, kailangan magsasubmit kayo ng mga marriage contract, birth certificate from PSA to ensure that your relationship is really valid. Kung non-related donors po, nakasaad naman sa DOH-AO circular nila na kailangan po may emotional or social relationship yung donor and recipient. So hindi mo pwede na tumabi lang sa kanila, nag-offer na sila ng kidney, na pwede na yon. Hindi po pwede yon, bawal. There has to be a social or emotional relationship between the donor and the recipient. So paano po yun ginagawa? We refer the both recipient and donor, nag-undergo po sila ng psychiatric evaluation. So, tinitignan po ng ating psychiatrist na yung donor na iintindihan niya kung ano ang mangyayari sa kanya, ano ba yung ibig sabihin pag nag-donate siya. Also, ano ba yung motibo niya? Bakit niya gusto mag-donate dito na hindi naman niya relative? So, doon po lumalabas na nagbibigay po sila ng recommendation. And then, meron po tayong Hospital Transplant Ethics Committee. So, there are several members there. That is headed po by our former Department of Social Welfare and Development Secretary, si Corazon Alma de Leon. She's the head of our Hospital Transplant Ethics Committee. Meron po tayong priest doon, may ibang taga-social worker, may sociologist po kami. So, sinisiyasat po nila yung recipient and donor at tinitingnan nila, bakit ba talaga gusto mo mag-donate? Naintindihan mo ba itong gagawin sa'yo? Alam mo ba ang magiging kahulugan doon sa buhay mo? And then, we also have our head of our social worker as part of that committee. And then po, nag-i-interview sila doon sa kung saan nakatira yung donor. They will talk to the barangay captain. So talagang vina-validate po nila yung relationship between the recipient and the donor. So that's why we try to be very strict po para to ensure na walang nangyayari mga trafficking of donors. We try to be very strict po in our process.